OpenAI. Just the name sounds impressive, right? This is the company that brought us ChatGPT, the chatbot that's been freaking everyone out and occasionally writing their term papers. But behind the scenes, things aren't quite so rosy. Recently, there's been a string of high-profile departures. Big names, people crucial to OpenAI's success, have been heading for the exit. This has got everyone talking. What's going on? Is everything okay at OpenAI? The rumor mill is churning. Some whisper about internal disagreements on the direction of the company. Others point to the growing pressure to achieve what many believe is the holy grail of AI, artificial general intelligence, or AGI for short. One thing's for sure. OpenAI's troubles have thrown a wrench into the already complex narrative surrounding AGI. It's enough to make even the most optimistic AI enthusiast wonder, is achieving human-level artificial intelligence further away than we think? So, who exactly has jumped ship, and why does it matter? Well, hold on to your hats because we're talking about some serious brain drain. It started with Greg Brockman, one of the co-founders, taking a sabbatical. Now, sabbaticals are usually for finding yourself in the Himalayas, not signaling trouble in paradise. But then came the big one. John Schulman, another co-founder and a leading light in AI training, decided to pack his bags and head to, wait for it, a rival company. And it's not just the founders, we're talking top researchers, engineers, the people who make the AI magic happen. They're leaving too. This is like the entire starting lineup of the Chicago Bulls suddenly deciding to play for the Knicks. Not ideal. Now, people leave jobs all the time, but when it's this many, this fast, and this high profile, it's hard not to sit up and take notice. Something's up. Now, let's talk about AGI. It's the ultimate goal for many in the AI field, creating an artificial intelligence that's as smart and capable as a human being. Think Data from Star Trek, but hopefully less prone to asking existential questions. The hype around AGI has been building for years. Some experts predicted we were on the verge of a breakthrough, just a few years away from creating machines that could think for themselves. But with all these departures from OpenAI, some are starting to have second thoughts. Why would key figures leave if AGI was right around the corner? Wouldn't they want to be there for the big moment? This line of thinking has led some to believe that AGI might be further off than we thought, maybe even a pipe dream. Of course, not everyone's convinced. Some argue that the departures are just a bump in the road, that AGI research is still progressing at a rapid pace. But the skepticism is growing, and it's hard to ignore the shadow that OpenAI's troubles have cast over the field. Okay, remember John Schulman, the OpenAI co-founder who left for a rival company? Well, that company is called Anthropic, and it's quickly becoming the cool kid on the AI block. Founded by former OpenAI employees, Anthropic is like the rebellious younger sibling, challenging the status quo and attracting attention with its own brand of cutting-edge AI research. And their flagship product, Claude.ai, is already being touted as a serious competitor to ChatGPT. Anthropic's approach to AI is focused on what they call AI alignment. In a nutshell, they're trying to ensure that AI systems are developed in a way that aligns with human values and goals. Think of it as putting guardrails on AI to make sure it doesn't go rogue and decide to turn us all into paperclips. With Schulman and other AI heavyweights on board, Anthropic is quickly becoming a force to be reckoned with. They're attracting talent, investment, and a whole lot of buzz. It's safe to say that the AI landscape is changing, and Anthropic is at the forefront of that change. The emergence of Anthropic has added another layer of intrigue to the whole OpenAI saga. It's not just about one company facing internal challenges anymore. It's about a philosophical battle for the future of AI. OpenAI, despite its name, has been criticized for its increasing secrecy and its close ties to Microsoft, which invested billions in the company. Some worry that OpenAI's pursuit of AGI is driven more by profit than by a desire to benefit humanity. Anthropic, on the other hand, is positioning itself as the more ethical, responsible alternative. They're emphasizing transparency and collaboration and advocating for a cautious approach to AGI development. This clash of ideologies is about more than just technical details or corporate strategies. It's about fundamental questions. What role should AI play in our society? Who gets to decide how AI is developed and used? And ultimately, what does it mean to create a machine that can think for itself? So, is OpenAI in trouble? Are they doomed to fall behind while Anthropic races to the finish line of AGI? Well, it's not so simple. Some argue that OpenAI's losses are a sign of deeper problems, that the company's culture and strategy are driving away top talent. They point to the departures as a canary in the coal mine, a warning sign that OpenAI is headed in the wrong direction. Others see it differently. They argue that the departures are part of a natural evolution in the AI field, as talented individuals seek out new challenges and opportunities. They believe that OpenAI is still a major player, with the resources and expertise to remain at the forefront of AI research. The truth probably lies somewhere in between. OpenAI's losses are undoubtedly a blow, but it's too early to write them off. They still have a lot to offer, and it's entirely possible that they'll bounce back stronger than ever. The recent shakeups in the AI world have left many wondering about the future of AGI. Is it still an inevitability, just a matter of time before machines surpass human intelligence? Or are we chasing a technological mirage, a goal that's ultimately unattainable? The answer, as with most things in life, is probably more nuanced than a simple yes or no. The path to AGI is likely to be long and winding, with unexpected obstacles and unforeseen breakthroughs along the way. The departures from OpenAI and the rise of Anthropic have created a fork in the road, two distinct approaches to AGI development. OpenAI, with its close ties to Microsoft, seems to be focused on rapid progress, pushing the boundaries of what's possible, even if it means taking risks. Anthropic, on the other hand, is advocating for a more cautious approach, prioritizing safety and alignment over speed. They believe that AGI should be developed carefully and thoughtfully, with a strong emphasis on ethical considerations. So which path will lead to AGI? Will it be OpenAI's relentless pursuit of progress, or Anthropic's cautious, ethics-first approach? Or is there a third way, a path that combines the best of both worlds? The reality is that we don't know. The future of AGI is still unwritten, and it's likely to be shaped by a complex interplay of factors: technological advancements, ethical considerations, societal values, and of course, the actions of the key players in the field. One thing is clear: the stakes have never been higher. The development of AGI has the potential to revolutionize our world in profound ways, both positive and negative. It could lead to unprecedented prosperity, scientific breakthroughs, and solutions to some of humanity's most pressing problems. But it also carries significant risks. AGI could be misused, leading to job displacement, social upheaval, and even existential threats to humanity. In the wrong hands, AGI could pose a grave danger to our species. Given the high stakes involved, it's tempting to view the OpenAI and Anthropic saga as a zero-sum game, a winner-take-all battle for control of the future. But this kind of thinking is ultimately counterproductive. The development of AGI is too important to be left to a single company or a small group of individuals. It requires a global effort, a collaborative approach that brings together the brightest minds from academia, industry, and government. We need to foster an environment of open dialogue and collaboration, where researchers can share their findings, learn from each other's mistakes, and work together to ensure that AGI is developed safely and responsibly. This means breaking down silos, encouraging interdisciplinary research, and promoting transparency and open-source development. It also means engaging with the public, addressing their concerns, and ensuring that AGI is developed in a way that aligns with human values. The recent shakeups at OpenAI and the rise of Anthropic are more than just a corporate soap opera. They represent a pivotal moment in the history of artificial intelligence, a time of both great promise and profound uncertainty. We are entering a new era of AI, one where the lines between science fiction and reality are becoming increasingly blurred. The decisions we make today will have far-reaching consequences, shaping the future of our species for generations to come. It's time for a serious conversation about AGI, a conversation that goes beyond the hype and the headlines. We need to engage with the ethical implications of creating machines that can think for themselves and consider the potential impact on our society, our values, and our future.